Our video today is about dissecting an owl pellet. And I'm sure you're wondering, what is an owl pellet? Well, first of all, it's not poop. A lot of people think that it's poop. What it really is where a bird has vomited up the undigestible parts of what it has eaten. These pellets that we're providing you in your kits are sanitized, so there are no bacteria, so you can feel free to touch them with your bare hands, but if you want to wear gloves, that's okay too. But let's talk about how an owl pellet is formed. Like other birds, owls have no teeth and cannot chew their food. Small prey items are swallowed whole. If it's a larger prey, it can be torn into pieces before it's swallowed. But owls, unlike other birds, have no crop. A crop is a loose sac in the throat that is a storage place for food. Since an owl doesn't have this, their food is passed directly into their digestive system. A bird's stomach has two parts. The first part is the glandular stomach, or the proventriculus. This is where the enzymes and acids begin to break down the food by digestion. This is where food is passed into the digestive system. The second part is the muscular stomach, or the gizzard, or ventriculus. There are no digestive glands in the gizzard, and in birds of prey, it's like a filter. It holds back parts that can't be digested, like bones, fur, teeth, and feathers. These parts are then packed tightly into a neat little package in the owl's stomach and later regurgitated, almost like the owl is throwing up.
All right, so in your owl pellet kit, it'll come with the pellet, tweezers, and a pick. Instead of this pamphlet, we're just going to disregard that. You guys are going to get a sheet that is a bone chart. So here's your pellet. It's wrapped in tinfoil. It's been sanitized. It doesn't stink. You can wear gloves and a mask if you want to. You get tweezers, which helps you with the really fine little bones. And then you also get this pick, and that helps you get some of the fur that are down in the bones. So we're going to go ahead and open up our owl pellet. All right, so as you can see, here's our owl pellet. It looks kind of gross. It is owl vomit, like I said before, but it's clean, it's sanitized, it doesn't stink. So you can see some hair, and on the outside, it's just a mass of fur, basically. So you kind of tear it apart, and you want to be easy because the bones in there are very small and fragile, and they can break. So you want to avoid breaking them. That way you can separate them out on your bone chart. So there's one little bone, and you can lay your bones off to the side and come back to them. And when you come across a skull, they're pretty easy to pick out in this owl pellet. But you can take your pick, your toothpick, and you can dig down in the eye sockets to get that fur out, because you want it to look as clean as possible. So here is one skull, and you can see teeth on it. So we're going to keep digging and see what else we can find. So here is another skull that I found, and you can see I'm kind of picking the fur off of it. And there's tons of other little bones left in the fur. You'll find a whole lot. So I'm just kind of taking the pick and cleaning out the fur. So this was the biggest skull that I found in this particular pellet. It was still intact. The top of the skull was. So that was really cool to see. Just take your pick and try to clean out as much of the fur as you can. And it's really neat to see just the row of teeth. So here is the bone chart that I was talking about earlier in the video. You'll get it in your packet. It shows 3 different types of animals that the owls will eat. And you're just trying to, have fun and see if you can match up the bones to the animals. So this one is a rodent skull. And like I said, there's tons of bones left in that owl pellet that you can lay to the side and identify for later.